Good evening and welcome to Paradise Wildlife Park. I'm Aaron and I thought I would give you a really interesting insight into what you can experience at our upcoming Dinos After Dark this Halloween. It's taking place over the two half-term weekends, going from the 21st to the 23rd of October and then the 28th to the 30th of October. And as you can hear, the dinosaurs are ready for you. Now, to introduce you to the dinosaurs, I thought I'd bring in our dinosaur expert. So please meet Aaron. All right, Aaron, can you tell us who the first fearsome dinosaur is that we've got?
Well, he is the most famous dinosaur of them all, the one, the only Tyrannosaurus Rex himself, the tyrant lizard king. Does he need any more introduction than that? Probably not, but let's get some more information on that anyway. How big is this thing? Well, it's 40 feet long. It weighs possibly 5, possibly 7 tons of weight, and the head alone is over 5 feet long, over a meter. It's just an enormous and powerful creature. That jaw is the most powerful we've ever known of any land animal, and it can bite with around 4 tons of pressure. It will crush anything. And look at those teeth. There's 60 of them in there, all 20 centimeters long. Not something you particularly would want to meet on a dark night, but you can meet it here on a dark night.
And that is what you call a serious predator. However, if you think the T-Rex is big, just wait until you see our next top dinosaur predator. So, at Dinos After Dark, there's lots to do. Not just our World of Dinosaurs trail, we also have loads of entertainment. We've got shows taking place on our safari stage. We've got obviously loads of great food. We've got photo ops everywhere. There's also going to be dinosaur costumes for everyone to meet as well. And of course, in front of us now, we've got our next dinosaur. So, Aaron, we met the T-Rex. Who's this guy?
Well, this is the largest meat-eating dinosaur ever to walk the earth. This, of course, is Spinosaurus Egypticus, spiked lizard of Egypt. He holds the record for the largest meat-eating dinosaur yet found, at a massive 17 meters long and a possible weight of up to 10 tons, possibly more than that, they think. But this creature lives in North Africa, and luckily for us, if we were around, it would mostly eat fish, so hopefully it would leave us alone, but still, it is still the largest predator and possibly the top predator of its time. Could it take on the T-Rex? Well, I think it would give it a run for its money. Definitely a vicious creature. Definitely wouldn't want to be in the middle of that battle, but probably a battle worth seeing.
Yeah, that's quite incredible. And scientists believe that these guys would have actually been pretty good swimmers as well, don't they?
That is absolutely correct. It is believed they would have been quite aquatic. They would have lived more like crocodiles, and they would have been very, very good swimmers. It's actually believed this is the only known water dinosaur, so it would have spent more time in water than on land. And thus, hopefully with that, it would avoid competition with other large predators. So that's why it was able to grow so large.
And I thought our crocodiles were scary. That is a seriously scary crocodile. Okay, so we've seen our top 2 predators in that sense. So we're going to move on to some herbivores next. And hopefully you can just hear them in the background. We even have a baby. Aaron, tell us a little bit about this species.
Oh yes, of course. This is one of the most famous dinosaurs around. This, of course, is Stegosaurus. Instantly recognizable from those characteristic plates on the back there. Those plates are actually made of bone, and it's believed they would have been used to regulate body temperature. They call these structures osteoderms. That's a section of bone that breaks off and then forms into kinds of armor, or it can grow into these plates. And look at that tail there. See that? That is a very lethal weapon known as a thagomizer. 4 spikes, roughly around a meter long each. Very lethal weapon. Definitely wouldn't want to come in from the behind of a Stegosaurus. Try and come from the front. It's much safer.
Yeah, that's certainly what you call a weapon. And it looks like we're coming up to another predator. Aaron, who's this guy?
This is Carnotaurus, the meat-eating bull from South America. The reason it's called the meat-eating bull is, of course, those 2 horns you see on the top of the head there. Looks just like the horns of a bull, and it's believed that, like a bull, it could use those to gore and attack its prey and anything that wanted to attack it. A cool feature is, see the arms there? They're the smallest of any dinosaur, so they make even the arms of a T-Rex look big. And also, if you look on the back, you'll notice some little bumps. That, we believe, is armor. He's the only meat-eating dinosaur we know to have armor. So, was there something bigger running around? Possibly.
That's amazing. I love the fact it's got armour and then there's tiny arms. You can't help but laugh at that. So just a reminder as to when Dinos After Dark is happening. It's taking place over the course of the Halloween half-term weekends. So from the 21st to the 23rd of October, and then also from the 28th to the 30th of October, from 5:30 in the evening to 8:30 in the evening. And as you can see, the woods are all lit up. It's almost a completely different experience as to what you get during the day here at Paradise Wildlife Park in our World of Dinosaurs. So we've come up to some other herbivores from what I can see. Aaron, who are these guys?
These are another group of famous dinosaurs. These are known as the Pachycephalosaurus. Now that name means thick-headed lizard. And if you look at the top of the skull, I don't think I need to explain why. That can be up to 10 inches thick of solid bone. And we even know they would have bumped their heads together because we found concussion marks showing that these creatures really did bang their heads together incredibly hard, possibly knocking each other out.
I'm not surprised when you've got skulls that thick. That's what you call one hell of an impact. All right, now coming up to one of our newest areas at World of Dinosaurs. We've taken a bit of inspiration from the Jurassic World trilogy, and we've recreated one of the famous scenes where, as you can see, you've got the Indominus Rex, which, all right, isn't a real dinosaur, but still looks awesome. Of course, fighting the T-Rex. And of course, just behind us here, awesome, we've got our dino sign, which of course makes for a fantastic photo op on the night. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the famous scenes from the Jurassic World trilogy. So the Indominus Rex, if you haven't seen the film, was made up of a host of different dinosaurs and of course came up against the T-Rex in the film. But as you can see, it's a pretty awesome photo op to get, and of course just quite incredible standing underneath them. So our World of Dinosaurs actually opened back in 2018, and basically we were looking for something to put amongst this woodland, and dinosaurs seemed to be the perfect thing, mainly because it allowed us to tell the story about species that once existed here on the planet, and we can effectively show evolution through having our World of Dinosaurs and seeing what kind of species used to roam the earth, going all the way down onto our World of Animals, where you can then see the kind of species that evolve now, and then you can effectively relate what animals are alive then as to what animals are alive now. Now I'm going to be joined again by Aaron because he's got a very special guest with us. Aaron, who's this?
Well, this is Vinny, our baby Velociraptor. Very lovely to meet. He absolutely loves people. As you can see, he's very curious.
Adorable.
Yep, you can see here, he's very curious. No, Vinny, you can't have them. No, Vinny, leave it alone. Now say hi to the people.
He's very cute. And can you just tell us a little bit about Velociraptors?
Yes, Velociraptors, of course, have a very starring role in the film Jurassic Park, but I'm afraid to say they got that a bit wrong. The Velociraptor is actually only the size of a turkey. Now, that surprises a lot of people, because in Jurassic Park, it's the size of a man. Now, there's an interesting story for that. When they were deciding what would be the predator, Spielberg immediately thought Velociraptor, perfect, but it was too small. Then he was told of another raptor, Deinonychus, which was human size. So he decided to take the size of Deinonychus, but use the name Velociraptor. I mean, come on, Velociraptor, Deinonychus. What one sounds cooler?
Yeah, I'll give you that. The Velociraptor does sound much, much cooler. So even though they were the size of turkeys, Velociraptors, do they still have the intelligence that you see in the films?
Judging the intelligence of a dinosaur is actually quite difficult, because all we've got is the cavity of where the brain used to be, and you've got to remember, the cavity would also have been filled with fluid, so it looks pretty large, but remember, the brain would have been half the size. But judging from the body size of the brain, we'd say Velociraptors would have been remarkably intelligent and may have been able to hunt in packs and coordinate their attacks, so they still would have been pretty dangerous to run into. They would have been in groups of maybe 8 to a dozen, and they would have attacked from all directions. As you can see from Vinny here, they've got very sharp teeth, and they've got that very famous retractable sickle claw on the foot. And they've got very powerful legs. This would allow them to leap and jump quite easily. If I could choose, I'd rather be attacked by something much larger like a T-Rex, which will eat me in one go, rather than be torn to pieces by a pack of Velociraptors.
That's fair enough. Well, it's hard to believe something as cute as Vinny would grow up to be such a terrifying predator. But as you can see, Vinny and, of course, the big dinosaurs that are behind us are just some of the things that you can see at our upcoming Dinos After Dark. So it takes place over the Halloween half-term weekends from the 21st to the 23rd of October, then the 28th to the 30th of October. And it's not just the dinosaurs. We have shows taking place on our safari stage. We've got, obviously, the food outlets are going to be open. We've got all kinds of different entertainment that will be happening on the night. So please make sure you come down and check out our Dinos After Dark, running from 5:30 till 8:30 on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday evenings. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Now, just before we go, obviously Jurassic generally tends to be the most famous word because of the film, but what other times were there when dinosaurs were around?
Yes, that is a very good point. There were 3 geological time periods at the time of the dinosaurs. The first was Triassic, which was started at the beginning of the dinosaurs. Then you had the famous Jurassic, made famous by the movie. And then finally you have one called the Cretaceous. Together these make up the Mesozoic era, the age of reptiles. And this spanned for about 160 to 170 million years. So we're talking from around 250 to 260 to 65 million years ago. To give an idea how big this time scale would be, imagine a book around 260 pages long. Each page is 1 million years. Dinosaurs are the main characters until you get to page 65.
Wow.
Mammals take over for the last part of the book. Humans, that's us, don't appear until the top of the last page, 1 million years ago.
Wow.
And it wouldn't be until the very bottom of that page, in the very bottom, the last sentence and paragraph, that we even knew dinosaurs existed. That's just an idea of how much time dinosaurs have been on Earth.
Well, that is truly incredible. And hopefully you can see what I mean when I said that Aaron is our dinosaur expert, because he certainly knows his stuff. All right, well, as you can see, these two look like they want to get at it once again. But thank you so much for joining us on our Dinos After Dark Live. Hopefully it's just giving you a little taster as of what you can expect at the upcoming Dinos After Dark event. Don't forget, they take place over the half-term October half-term weekends. So going from the 21st to the 23rd of October and the 28th to the 30th of October, going from 5:30 till 8:30. Not only are our dinosaurs illuminated and coming to life, of course, but we have loads of entertainment, shows, obviously wonderful food and drink for you guys to enjoy as well. So please make sure you come along. You can get your tickets now by going to www.pwpark.com. And of course, we hope to see you in the not too distant future at our Dinos After Dark event. Take care.